more than 500,000 candidates are sitting for this year's Basic Education Certificate examination, and that's according to the West African Examinations Council, WAEC. They say that government was making arrangements for the release of the remainder of the examination fees to the council. Now, we'll hear from WAEC in a bit. First, let's take you to some exam centers and hear from our correspondents on the ground.
Because when they come to these areas, in the rural areas, the school too is not in a good condition. And we're also running a new curriculum. And the resources that are used to guide the students are not available. So sometimes we even have to go to the internet and then we're getting most of the resources to guide them. This deprived area, teaching and learning becomes very difficult. For example, even preparing the candidates, they don't have lights in the school. Nothing like that. And when they come to situations like this, sometimes you need to go for extra classes with them. And then most of the time, the contact hours are not enough for them to prepare. So we manage it, even though the condition is very bad.
How confident are you of your students as a BECE start today?
Yeah, my percentage of confidence is 95%. Yes, because we have 12 really hard, and then we are prepared for it.
Above all the challenges, you believe your students will do well?
Oh yes, surely.
I'm feeling a bit nervous because this is new curriculum. The government have changed the system of schooling, and we don't even know the subject that are coming. Like, we don't even have past questions to learn on because it's new curriculum. So we are feeling a bit nervous.
You're feeling a bit nervous, but are you confident of today's paper? What paper and paper are you writing today?
English and Arabic.
How prepared are you?
I'm well prepared. If only what I learned will come, because we don't know what will come. This is the first batch and we have no past questions to learn.
Let's go and zoom across the regions and speak to our reporters on the ground. We start from the Ashanti region. Nana Wachi Adam is our man on the ground. Sana, what do you have for us? Nana, you have to position rightly for me so that I can hear you clearly. I'll bring in Rafiq Salam. He's been monitoring some centers up in the Upper West region. Rafiq, what can you report? Rafiq, if you can hear me, what can you report? I know you've been visiting some centers this morning. Unfortunately, we can't hear you, Rafiq. You have to position rightly for us to get to you. Now, we're giving you updates across the regions. We're finding out how Basic Education Certificate examination is going in the regions. Today, we know over 500,000 candidates are sitting for this year's examination. Nana Wachi Adam joins us this time on phone. Can you tell us what is happening across the regions?
Firstly, the Ashanti region has a little over 11,000 students participating in this year's BECE examination. Well, we have 407 centers in the region. So far, we've managed to visit some of them, and then the process at these centers that we did visit has been smooth. There has not been any report of examination or practice. These students that we engaged prior to them getting to write their first paper told us that they are expecting nothing but the paper to go smooth for them. As I speak to you, they are still on with their first paper, which is supposed to end in no time. And so for Ashanti region, the process has been smooth with about 11,000 students participating in the examination here in the region.
Now, let me bring in Rafiq Salam. What's the mood in your area? You've been visiting some BECE centers. Share with us.
The mood in the Upper West region is that of a lot of expectations from students who are writing the BECE examination in the Upper West region. About over 10,000 students are taking part in this examination, and out of this number, a little over 1,500 are doing it in the West district, where there have been dotted around 7 centers in 4 communities. And so the paper, some 15 minutes to the end of the first paper, which is the English language. And so the mood here is very good, and the students have a lot of expectations regarding the examination.
Let's come here to the Greater Accra region. Prince Kuduka is on the ground. Prince, you visited some centers. What can you report?
This morning, I find myself in the one district of the OT region. This morning, I visited 2 exam centers, the St. Mary's Seminary of Aklolobi and Liquid Senior High School, also in the one district of the OT region. Now, at the time, St. Mary's Seminary from their gathering. So we had the senior high coming back in communities from
Prince, you have to position rightly. We seem to be losing you. You are joining us from the OT region. He's giving us updates on the BECE centers he's visited at the OT region. Prince, position rightly.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I mean, at the time we got to the St. Mary's Senior High School, also in the OT region here, we were told there are about 1,500 students, candidates expected for today's exams. At the time we got here, most of them are coming in from over the 50 communities that they are coming from. When we spoke to them, most of the concerns they are raising is that they are deprived, they were not getting textbooks to learn with. The teachers told us that, in fact, the headmaster told us that 4 teachers have to share 9 subjects to teach all the home grade students to prepare them for the exam. Because of the depravity in the community, teachers weren't posted here, don't want to come here. So they went to hell to prepare the students for this exam. However, everything seems to be going on well in the exam centers that we see. Apart from the difficulties they had in preparing their students for the exam, but they told us that it wasn't easy at all. The students, however, are bent on passing their exams. They said they know what they want in life, and they are going all out for it, no matter their circumstances, no matter the difficulties they face in getting the textbooks, in getting time to learn, because they were not having enough time to learn because of some of them have to close from school, go to farm, and all those difficulties. But still, they are bent on passing the exam. So everything is going on smoothly in the St. Mary's Center and then the Liquid Senior High School Center that I visited earlier this morning.
Thank you so much. Our reporters are on the ground. They'll give us updates as at when they have it. Now let's speak to John Capiz, Head of Public Affairs at WAEC National Office. Thank you for your time here on News 6. First of all, let me find out from you, has government cleared all the amount they owe WAEC?
Good morning and thanks for having me. Government has given us some amount of money. The entire debt hasn't been cleared, but plans are far advanced for them to clear the remainder of the indebtedness to us.
Let's break it down. How much have you received and how much is still being owed?
So far, we've received 55.873 million Ghana cedis, so they're representing about 65%. And so the rest of it is being worked on. I have not done the arithmetic of it right now, but at least what we have is 55.873 million Ghana cedis.
Now, let's look at the preparation so far. How many centers are we having the BECE exams this year? And how many students or candidates do we have?
So in total, we have 2,123 centers across the country, and we have 569,095 candidates who are writing the examinations across the country.
Let's look at concerns about cheating during examination. Just last week, you raised concerns about a new cheating method where pupils would write down the name of their parents and their contact so that they could reach out to them and, stash cash in their papers. What measures are you putting in place to ensure that exam malpractice is reduced in this year's examination?
Right. Usually we have our sensitization programs that we organize across the country to meet a cross-section of the candidates and to sensitize them on the do's and don'ts of the examination. This year, we actually did intensify our interaction with the candidates. We also did some media interactions where we drew the attention of parents to some of the lapses on their part, which results in what the children do, and also admonished them to desist from, providing certain things for their children that will not augur well for them in terms of them being honest in writing the examinations. Now, we have also ensured that all supervisors and invigilators will do a thorough set of all candidates who are coming in to write the examination, so as to ensure that nobody, carries anything that should not be in the examination hall into the halls.
Thank you so much, John Capis, Head of Public Affairs at WAEC. We'll be monitoring the situation across the country, and we'll come back to you, of course, when the exams are done.